Collective. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Let's go ahead and let's get started with your tarot read. So we're not going to use the letters or numbers for this read. I'm just not feeling like they're calling. So what are we going to start? This is the deck that's calling to me. To start your read today, and we'll see what the message is that the collective needs to hear today. Interesting. Feel was the first card that popped forward. Give birth, choreograph, honestly assess. I tell you what I feel from this feel card. I know it sounds kind of silly. It's like I keep feeling like need to feel joy again, need to feel happy again. I do feel like a bit of carefree. I do feel like this give birth is like it's time to start something new. It's time to start a new project or sort of focus on a goal and to start working towards that. Choreograph, make a plan. Make a plan. I feel like this is a call to move forward or move on to a next step in something. And a goal is something that's supposed to help you with that, is what I'm getting from the cards. Whatever this goal is to you, this might be, you know, focusing in on a hobby or sort of maybe a career goal or anything. If you're looking to get a new car, or you're looking to buy a house, or you're looking to move, or whatever it is, it's like focusing on a goal, getting focused. Because I feel that this retreat and recharge is sort of where you've been at. It's like you've been in hermit mode. You've been in hermit mode. You've been taking your time to heal. Honor the cycles. Yeah, honor the cycles. And it's time to start a new cycle now. It's time to move forward and start a new cycle. Notice the pattern. When I see this notice the pattern card, I get pulled back to retreat and recharge. I'm not sure exactly what you've been through. We're going to pull some more tarot cards. I'm sure it'll come forward because tarot always sort of has that past, present, future kind of role here. But I do feel like it had to do with a pattern. A pattern that you had to notice, a pattern that was unhealthy, and a pattern that needed breaking. I also see in this notice the pattern cycles, right? And honor the cycles. These two cards are tied together too. It's like whatever that cycle was that you left, you recognize that that was not something that was healthy for you. That was something you needed to step away from. And that cycle had to come to an end. Well, now there's been sort of this hermit mode cycle, sort of healing and taking time for yourself and sort of being a little bit closed in. I feel like it's time for that cycle to sort of start to give way to a new one now. One where you sort of start to come out of that shell or start to look forward to something new. And so I keep feeling like whatever this goal is something that's going to help with that. It's something that's going to help you reach out. Be a channel. Interesting. I'm going to grab a few more because I want to know where that one sits. So Tarot, can you give me a few more of these cards to bring clarity? Fine tune. Be a channel. I think now is the time to sort of open yourself up to the universe too. So whatever this goal is that you want to focus on, being able to sort of come up with a plan to get there, something that you can action. It helps you to get out of this cycle that you've been in, this cycle of healing, this cycle of kind of hermit mode, and move into something new. I keep feeling like it's sending it out there too is going to be a big part of this. Like, I'm ready for this change. I'm ready for this next step. This is my goal. This is where I want to get to. These are the opportunities that I'm going to sort of need or be seeking, and reach out for them and ask the universe, ask a higher power for an opening to be able to move forward with this goal. Honor the process, yeah. And play. It is a process too, just like honor the cycles, honor the process. It's not an overnight success. This rebuilding is not some sort of overnight trick that you can do. This is something that takes time and it takes work. And the reason that it does is because you pick up new lessons and new skills along the way. It adds to sort of your healing. It adds to the wisdom. Because you wind up with other obstacles that you have to navigate and overcome. Come back to center. And consciously complete. Yeah, it's time to let this other cycle go, and it's time to move into a new one. That's what I keep getting here. So I need a tarot deck to go along with this read. I need a tarot deck. Which tarot deck belongs to this read? That's the one I get pulled to. So this is the one that we're going to use for your read. So tarot, can you please bring some clarification on this message for the collective and sort of what's going on here? What's these cycles from the past? What's the cycle they've been in, and what are they being encouraged to move towards? Bring me some clarity and some detail, please, to this message. The Knight of Swords. Happiness and celebration. This happiness and celebration card reminds me a lot of this play card. I feel like this goal, being able to make progress, working towards it, being able to focus on something that's very future oriented. It's like, what are the words? I can feel the emotions, I can feel the energies. I'm trying to put them into words. It really helps to complete the past. It really helps to remove focus from whatever you've been through and wherever you've been in this hermit zone, and to really start opening up to new things. And I do feel happiness, I do feel celebration, I do feel a whole lot of joy. Six of Swords. Yeah. This is your time too, especially with this Six of Swords. Moving from stormier times to calmer ones. Moving into better times. Moving into more abundance. It started with sort of this Seven of Wands with breaking a cycle. Taking back control, breaking a cycle. But now there's a need to take back control and break another cycle. It's not as destructive a cycle. Oh, the power just went out and came back on. Interesting. So it's not as destructive a cycle as what you dealt with in the past, but it's something that'll still stall you and hold you from the future. So it's like it's time to choose again. Time to choose another path, time to move into something new, time to move into a new chapter. Interesting. I do have the Wheel of Fortune here. But this Wheel of Fortune turning, I gotta tell you, this goes all the way back to this first cycle that you broke, this first pattern that you broke when you moved away from something negative. It's like it started the wheel turning, but it's been a slow process because there's been healing to do along the way. And as you continue with this process that you're going through and being encouraged to move into something new through tarot and spirit, you will start to see more positivity. I feel that Wheel of Fortune turning more and more. The Devil card. And I grab a couple more here. Ooh, that one wanted to pop out. What is that one? The Moon card. Secrets. Secrets still to be revealed. I gotta tell you, I get this vibe from the Moon card. You have a challenge ahead of you. You will have a challenge ahead of you. I'm not sure what this challenge is. I keep feeling like it's an energy, like it's going to be a person. It's not going to be a circumstance. I keep feeling like it's a person, tied to a person. Tarot, can you tell me more about what this challenge is going to be? Recognition and reward. I see as you move forward in this new chapter, as you really start to find, all this positivity, you start to find this progress, and I do feel like some sort of success too is going to be part of this. Somebody's going to be looking to get in on that. Somebody's going to be looking to get in on that success. I'm trying to figure out if this is somebody from your past coming back, trying to come forward, or if this is a new energy that you're going to be dealing with. The Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups says choose wisely. I got told trust your intuition too. Oh, that's why we have notice pattern. That's why it came forward. You're going to be put in a situation, and I do feel there is another energy. It will be a secondary energy. It's going to be a person that you're dealing with. I don't know if it's your past person yet, or if it's somebody new trying to step forward, but it's the potential of getting back into one of those cycles. This is how you're going to be challenged. You're going to draw in an energy. An energy will be pulled into you that is going to try and drag you into a cycle like this. So you're going to have to be extremely conscious of the behavior of other people around you, and if it ties into sort of what you've been through in the past. I tap into your intuition and recognize those red flags early so that you can step away from that and you don't lose this awesome progress that you've made and sort of healing and starting to move forward. That is, and sometimes it works like that. We get tested a little bit by the universe to see if we've really truly learned our lessons. And I think you're going to get tested here. What are you, King of Swords? Yeah. This King of Swords is... I'm sorry, this is the one who's coming forward. This is what I feel in this person. I feel like emotionally cold. This person's manipulative. They use like affection as like breadcrumbs, just enough to keep somebody around. They use it to manipulate people and to get them to like chase them, to work hard and chase them, so that they want someone to feel like, oh, they're so lucky that this King of Swords has allowed them to be in their life, or they're so lucky this King of Swords has chosen them. The truth is, this King of Swords is not much of a catch. This King of Swords is somebody who's, like I said, emotionally cold, and I see manipulative. This fits into some of the cycles that you've been through in the past. So like I said, you need to stay aware of those things. Don't be so afraid of them that you don't stay open to new experiences or perhaps getting to know new people. Just be aware of them. So if you recognize the patterns, you recognize the red flags, it's something you can choose to step away from, but don't retreat all the way back into hermit mode. I keep feeling that. Don't pull all the way back into hermit mode. Don't completely close yourself in, because you're stronger than that. You do not have to stay in hermit mode forever. It doesn't mean that, you got to jump into a deep commitment, or you got to jump into a deep friendship or anything like that. But you can have acquaintances, you can have people around you who you talk to and who you share a bit with, and you have positive experiences with, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just trust that you've been through whatever, and you can recognize red flags now. You know what it looks like when somebody's a destructive force. You know what it looks like when someone's being manipulative or trying to play games. Because like I said, you've been through it. You've been through it, so you're going to recognize it. When you see it again, just stay aware of it. Yeah, absolutely, because you've been able to sort of move forward now and find this new sense of balance within yourself. Trust in that balance that you found, and being able to not be overwhelmed by emotions or maybe doubts or insecurities or any of that garbage like fear. You can stay balanced, you can stay level-headed, you can see red flags. You're not afraid to step away from a situation and bring something to an end when you recognize that it's looking like it's going to be something toxic. You have this freedom to move away from situations when they feel like they're getting back into old cycles. Yeah. Because you are going to have this game player energy coming forward in the future. Like I said, I don't feel like this is your past person. I feel like this is a new one who's coming to challenge you. So I'm trying to reach out to their energy so I can give you as many clues as I can. They seem really nice to begin with. Charming. The word I was given by my spirit guides was charming. They seem very charming. But then you start to notice little things in what they say and what they do. And like I said, it's like this holding back, and then breadcrumb, a little bit of affection and compliments, and then holding back. And it's to make you chase them, right? It's to create that dynamic. That's what they're after. They're looking to create that dynamic with that. It's like a codependency. So like you're dependent on them in a way. You're always chasing them. You're always giving them that gratification. They're always sort of in control of the situation. This is part of, like I said, it's part of what you dealt with in the past. You'll recognize it when you see it. I actually, when it first pops up, I'm being given your emotions when this first comes about, and I feel like this, oh, that's a red flag. That's what my past person did. It's really familiar. There might be a piece of you that wants to second guess and be like, hey, you're just being paranoid, and be open-minded, trust your red flags, okay? Trust your red flags in this case. Yes, it's good to be open-minded. Yes, it's good to not view everybody you meet through the filter of your past person, so that you're, canceling things out before they ever get a chance to start. be open-minded, be open to somebody new. But if you have that voice inside you that says, hey, what they just did and what they just said, that is a red flag. That is something that ties to a lesson that I learned in the past and something that I had to deal with in a cycle I had to break. And it feels like this is the beginning of a new one. Don't be afraid to back off of it. You're not stuck there. You're not stuck within it. Because I see conflict in it. They bring conflict or create conflict. It's the crap that they say. Like I had a bunch that wanted to pop out. It feels almost like some sort of passive aggressive, backhanded kind of assholey comment that they say. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's designed to undermine your self-confidence. That's what it is, because that's part of what your past person did too. This is part of what they say. It's something that it's a put down. What they do is a put down, is what it is. And it's like that instant red flag pops up and you're like, oh, because I can feel that. I can feel that emotion that you're going to be feeling. Yeah, this is a challenge for you. This is a challenge. The universe is giving you this opportunity to prove to yourself that you've learned this lesson. Not just that you've recognized it, but that you're then not afraid to just pick up and step out of it and close the door on it. Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to grab a couple more here because I want to see where that Ten of Pentacles sits. I'm going to tell you why. The universe wants to make sure that you're ready for the next person to come along. The one after this one. This is like that challenge. Have you really learned your lesson? Can you really spot them? Have you really found that sense of empowerment that you can just pick up and leave any situation? You don't have to feel tied to anyone. You don't have to feel any kind of guilt. It's just like, are you moving forward in this Empress journey? Like, not just staying in that hermit healing mode, but are you doing the personal growth? Are you doing the evolution part? Are you actively working at it? I do see the Four of Wands here. I see a huge reward coming by being able to conquer this challenge. Not just on the inside, because I do feel like that's part of it too. That is that self-confidence that I was tested and I came through. I was able to spot this person because I feel like it's going to make you more confident in the future in getting to know others, because you're like, I could see it coming. I saw it coming and I stepped out of it. It gives you that sense of power. So I can put myself out there again, and if I can spot them again, and I'll probably spot it even sooner the next time, and sooner and sooner and sooner. And it's not something I'm going to entertain in my life. I feel like it gives you this sense of power. It gives you this sense of, like, this Queen of Wands, she has a lot of confidence. She has this leadership swagger. She's not afraid to take charge of her life and take charge of a situation. And actually, I'm going to tell you, it makes you more attractive. It sort of changes your aura, it changes your energy. And it does make you more attractive, especially because you are in sort of this Empress energy to it. So it takes it to that next level. And everybody notices an Empress. And I feel that with this next challenge that comes forward with this King of Swords, that sort of overcoming that and building on your Empress path and coming into that real confident Queen of Wands energy, this is where a new opportunity steps forward. This is where something new comes forward. Yeah, it is the beginning of a new something. I'm going to tell you, I got the Page of Wands. There's good news on the way. The Nine of Pentacles is the energy that you're in, that self-confidence, that happiness, that independence, the empowerment. And the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment next to the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning and can indicate a new romance or a new relationship. That's interesting too. King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You're gonna have choices. You're gonna be drawn in a few, and I feel like it's like right on the tail end of this. So just as you've parted ways with this King of Swords, just as you're sort of wrapping that stuff up, that energy change for you is gonna be like almost instant when you make that call. And when you're able to sort of be assertive and stand up and kick a toxic energy to the curb, you're getting noticed by multiples, because I got this Five of Cups, so you're still You're still finishing that little bit of thing up. You're still, you know, coming out the other side of it. And I don't feel a lot of sadness or hurt. I just feel that ending is still, it's very fresh. It's very new. And then I got King of Pentacles and I have the King of Cups. And neither of them are the King of Swords. Neither of them are somebody from your past. They are two completely new energies, and they're not different sides of one person. They are two different energies. Two different energies trying to pop forward. You're going to get noticed big time. You're going to have new love stepping forward into your life. New love opportunities. The Seven of Pentacles. Abundant harvest. Yeah, that's a freaking understatement. I tell you, it's an understatement with how you're getting noticed. With new love coming forward. New love opportunities coming forward, because it will be up to you sort of which way you want to go with that. And if it's an opportunity you want to bring into your life, this card, because you've been through a transformation ever since this started right at the beginning when you broke that first cycle. This whole thing has been a transformation for you, and it's been an ongoing one. It didn't just happen in one piece. It's happening sort of as we go around through different cycles, right? Breaking the first cycle, going through hermit mode, coming out of hermit mode, breaking this potential new destructive cycle, coming into our empowerment. It's just like constantly evolving, constantly transforming, building on your past lessons and looking forward to the future. You find a new clarity through this entire process, through this entire journey that is going to build on whatever relationship you choose to take. So we do have two kings here. Whichever person you choose to sort of set your sights on and work to build an abundant harvest with, all of this that you've learned is going to come to the table and is going to benefit you because you're ready for it. You'll be ready for whatever comes your way. You'll be able to spot the nasty ones and set them aside and walk away without any heavy heart. You're just going to be like, oh, that's a cycle, see you later. And if you can identify those ones, then you can identify the good ones too. And you'll be able to see somebody who fits none of that, somebody who doesn't buy into that garbage, somebody who's willing to do an even give and take and a reciprocal relationship, and somebody who's looking to build you up and not tear you down, and somebody who's looking to build with you as a team and as a partnership. Your journey forward is absolutely a bright one. Like I said, you got a challenge coming, but it's nothing you can't handle because of what you've been through in the past. You have the knowledge, and trust your intuition, trust the red flags, and build on that. Build on that and move forward, because I do see that once you're able to sort of come through that big challenge and really prove to the universe and prove to yourself that you have learned your lessons and that you are this confident, capable person, and you can make those kind of judgment calls, you can recognize that kind of garbage from the past. I just see brightness ahead of you. The 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, it's all happiness, leaving the past behind and looking forward to a happy future. Chariot, positive forward movement. I see a lot of positivity for you in the future, but it comes with starting to move out of this hermit cycle, right? We're all changing. It's always changing, always evolving. Time to move on to the next step now, guys. Alrighty, have a great day, collective.